Hey everybody, welcome back to another render demo, how to draw video tutorial. I'll be showing you how to draw a mythical dragon. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the main body with the tail. So I'm going to draw this curved shape down low here on the bottom left. So I'm going to kind of draw this shape like this. It's going to come up and this will be kind of like the lower shoulder arm area. And then we'll hook this back like that. It'll be a little bit flat down here and narrower. And then we will kind of swing this over like that. And then as we get to the tail, this will of course get narrower and thinner. And then we'll hook this like that. And as we get over here, like that, and then we'll add this like pointy, almost like an arrowhead. Kind of do that, and then this will point like that. Okay, there we go. And I'm just using a pencil. You can go and erase our lines later on in case you make some mistakes or want to adjust any of the proportions. So for the next step, we're going to draw the neck that comes up from here. So right about here, we will extend this up, and then this will curve forward, and then the head will be over here. So we can be a little bit narrower up here, and then this will kind of swing here and line up like that. So this will have like a little bit of a, you know, these won't line up exactly. There'll be a little bit of a space there, gap. Okay, now let's draw some wings in here. So what we're going to do is from this lower section that we drew, okay, we're going to draw a line over to the left, and then this will hook up to about roughly about here. So we'll hook back like that, and then we're going to come up roughly about there. So maybe just lower than where our neck is here, right about here. And then this will point back that way. And then what we can do is we can draw like three humps, like 1, 2, and then a third one comes like that. And if you want to adjust these later, you can. If the ears weren't spaced out, so you can do something like that. Just keep, you know, fine tuning. And then over on this side, we'll do the other wing. So we'll come from right about here. We'll hook up like this, and then we'll come in. So this is going to be the other corner right about here. Okay, we'll come up like this. All right, and then this will kind of point down like that. So now over here you can see where that came in right about here. I'm going to come roughly about in the same spot. Okay, and we'll do our 3 arches. So we'll do like 1, do 2, and then we'll have another one that's 3 like that. And again, I you know, go in and fine tune these. 1. So I want to make this a little bit just like that. Awesome. Now let's draw the 2 front legs here. So what I'm going to do is I'll draw kind of like an imaginary ground line here. And then from the front leg, I'm going to start inwards right about here. And then this will kind of curve like this. Okay, and then it'll be kind of flat. And then this will come back in this direction, and then it'll curve up like this. Okay, something like that. And then over here, we'll hook back for the back claw, and then we can come forward. And this can be slightly at an angle. This one here will come up, and then it'll come down like that. And we'll do kind of like 3 claw shapes like this. And then this one here will be like this. Okay, something like that. And then back here, what we'll do is we'll have another back leg. So we'll start roughly about here, and you can draw the width of the back leg, something like this. And I'm going to hook over, so I'm going to stay inside the body. I'm going to hook over, and then I'm going to come down like this. Okay, and then what I'm going to do for the back part is I'm going to come up, and then this will kind of come in and up like that. And over here, for the toes now, I'll come up and then forward. So that'll be 1. And then right here, this will come down and out like that. So that'll be like the second claw. And then we'll draw the third one right about here. Like that. So there we go, we got our 3 claws. Okay, now let's go back up to the head and let's finish off the head. So the head area, if you want, you can draw kind of like a round shape like this. And we're going to have like the snout part come down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bottom of that shape that I did. So that's going to be kind of like the chin. So I'm going to, or the cheek area. And then I'm going to come forward like that. And this will be like the lower lip area. And then I want to figure out how high of the head I want. So using that line there, I'm going to create this like curve shape, and that's going to be coming back like that. It's going to be like the back of the head. Okay, and then over here, this can flatten out a little bit and almost come up in a sense. And then we're going to do this like U shape, that almost like maybe like a J. And then this will be almost like a horn on the nose, and will come down to about here like that, kind of rounded. And then over here we'll have the break line from where the mouth is like that. Okay, and then we can draw the eye right about there. All right, something like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the head, and I'm going to follow kind of like this curve. And then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to have this come out a bit, and then it's going to come under the arm, and you can have this line continue through if you want. And then this will come down, and this will get like closer to the bottom of the body of the body line here. Okay, I'm gonna come over like that. And then I'm gonna add the tops of the wings, so like the kind of like the bony structure here. So I'm gonna just do something like this, and it follows that line. And as you get to the point here, it's going to be pointy, and then it's going to thicken just like that, and you can be a little bit thicker when it gets into the main body right about there. And we'll do the same on the other side. So I'll have something a little bit wider down here, and as it gets to the top, it thins out, and then gets really thin like that. Okay, then we can go and let's add some spiny shapes, these pointy spiny shapes. I'm gonna do these points like this along the back. And I'm going to stop right about there. Then I'll add a couple more smaller ones at the end of the tail. And then we can come back over where the head is, and we can add a couple more extending off the head and pointed kind of like down to the left. Just like that. Okay. And then what we can do is we can draw the other front leg on the back side. So what we'll do is we'll try to copy this over, so up just slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'll start with this line here, because this will give me how far apart to make it. So if I start with this side here, I might be too close. So if I start with this lower piece, I'll kind of leave a little bit of a gap here, and I'll come down like that, and this foot is going to be over here. So this one was right about here, and this one's going to be over there. So what I can do now is go and, so that's this part here, and then this comes kind of down, and then we'll just try to follow this shape here. So that'll come to about right about here. And you know, you can make adjustments as you go, nothing wrong with that. And then this one here will be like that. Okay, like this. It'll come straight down, and this will have like a little bit of a curve to it. So that's one. That'll be two. That'll be my third. Just like that. Okay, and then we can draw some of the wing center line. So we'll go from like where these points are in the wing, and then we'll just kind of come up like this. Do another one like that. And we can do the same over here. Just kind of connect that, and then this one will kind of connect like this. And then over where the head is, if you come back over here, we'll add another triangular shape there. And then I'm going to draw like these two ears that come up like this. And then another one over here. And then if you want to draw like the eye, like that. And then the last thing I'm going to do is this lower part of the belly, I'm going to have like these curved lines. I'm going to do this all the way up around there. Let's go back to the nose here. I forgot to add this little detail here, like the horn on the nose. And then we'll finish off over here. We'll add a couple more lines where the belly is, and then as I'm going down here, now the curves are going to be in the opposite direction. So you're going to be kind of rounded like this as you go in this direction under the belly, just like that. So there you go, we just drew a dragon. I'm going to use my ink pen and ink this up, and then we'll color our dragon in using some purples and some oranges and stuff. So we'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I'm going to erase my lines and then use some purples to color this in. So there you go, there's our dragon. We colored it in using some purple tones and then added some oranges for kind of like the sharp pointy areas. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel down below. That way you can see more tutorials coming up, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.